welcome back to another episode of STC BTN. Today we'll be interviewing Mr. Darty as requested by Miss Steele. So what did you study at university?
So at my undergraduate degree, I first started doing nursing for 6 months.
Oh really?
Yep.
Oh wow.
But I decided that it just wasn't for me. My mum's a nurse, my sister's now a nurse, but it just kind of didn't suit me. So then I got into PE teaching, and I actually finished a degree in PE teaching at Sydney Uni. And then since then, I've actually done some extra study into physics. So I did some online physics through open universities.
Oh right, so you didn't actually have to go there, or was it all online?
I was 100% online.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
I studied with Murdoch University over in Western Australia.
So you once mentioned that you played a bit of netball. What's your involvement in that?
So probably about 6 or 7 years ago, I got invited to play in a very, very social competition, and I had never really played netball before. My now wife has grown up playing lots of netball, so it was kind of her and some of her friends. And from there, we kind of really started enjoying it. I think I spent the first few games just standing out of play, confused as to what I had done wrong. But after a while, you get kind of used to the rules and start to understand it, and you can enjoy it a lot more. So yeah, now I play a few times a week, and I've been selected in some representative teams.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. So a few years ago, I got to go to up to Finals Queensland to play in nationals.
Oh really?
For open men's.
Oh wow. So
Yeah.
is that this on the side of teaching, or?
Yep. So unfortunately, there's not a lot of money in netball, but yeah, it's just kind of for the joy of it.
Yeah. So the men's and women's game's pretty similar, or how does that work?
Yeah. So I play in a mixed teams and men's teams. The men's teams, I would say, just being bigger and taller, and because not many guys grow up playing netball, they come from other sports, so often maybe the passing's a little bit different. People try to do some more tricky round the back passes and things like that, and it's probably played a little bit higher.
Yeah.
Whereas for the mixed games, women come in with a lot more of the knowledge and the background knowledge of the sport, so they can be a lot more tactical and tricky. And sometimes it's a real challenge to, you can have them for height and might be a bit taller and be able to jump higher or something, but the body position and things of some of the girls that you play against are...
That's true. But the rules are all the same?
Yep, so the rules are all the same for the most part. We do also play like a six-a-side game as well.
Okay.
Which is kind of, rather than having centres, we have like a centre pass. We don't have that. It's like a toss at the start.
Oh, okay. So more like basketball, like the toss. Okay.
And then there's only like 3 types of positions. So there are attacks, links, and defence. So attacks and defenders do what they normally do, and the link players are essentially the mid-court players. But you can also score 2-point shots. So yeah, so the links often are good long-range shooters as well. Yeah. Just makes it kind of a bit exciting and fun. It's pretty like fast. A bit different, yeah. So what's your main position or preferred? I'm a pretty terrible shot. So if you see me in a few weeks out in the teachers versus students netball game, I'll probably be shooting from really, really close. Yeah. Or trying to jump up and like let go. So normally I play defence.
So I recall last year you did a bit of an experiment with rubbish. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah. So for the assembly that I did last year, one of the things that I guess I'm kind of passionate about is human impact on the environment. So I did a little kind of hidden camera experiment, social experiment, to see. I basically hid one camera in lab 1 and one camera out on the balcony. Put a bunch of rubbish that I actually collected from just about every bin in the school the night before. Dumped that all out in the middle of the hallway in the hopes that it was almost impossible to, like, you really had to go to a lot of effort to walk around it. Yeah. In the hopes that I would maybe see what people's reactions were. And it was actually pretty amazing. The girls, within, I think probably about 10 or 15 minutes of it being dumped there at like 7 in the morning. The first few girls that arrived looked at it, saw it was an issue, and just started picking up, cleaning up the whole
that's such
lot.
a good result.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Thank you for watching this episode of STC BTN, and thank you for being here, Mr. Darchi.
You're
It's
welcome.
been really interesting. And is there anyone that you'd like to hear from for our next episode?
Look, Mr. Arundel was outside just before, and yeah, he looked a little bit jealous that it was me walking into this little booth. So I think we're going to have to nominate Mr. Arundel.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, thank you so much. And Mr. Arundel will be seeing you next time on STC BTN.